Russian troops have made significant advances in the last 1.5 weeks, but major cities still remain under Ukrainian control. On your screens is a map tracking the Russian assault. As you can see, Moscow has launched its attack from 3 main sides: the north, the south and the east. The areas marked in red are where Russia has made gains in the last few days. The main battle is, of course, going to be for the Ukrainian capital, Kyiv. Any Russian attempts to take Kyiv have been stalled over the last few days. The bulk of Russian forces still remain situated nearly 30 kilometers from the capital. Analysts suggest that the Russian progress has been slow. This means that the Russians have, for reasons unknown, engaged in an operational pause. According to US and UK defence experts, the military column is dealing with fuel and food shortages and staunch Ukrainian resistance from all sides. The city of Chernihiv, also located on the outskirts of Kyiv, faced a massive Russian assault. The city was battered by a barrage of aerial attacks. Several residential areas were reduced to rubble, but the town remains under the control of Ukraine. The other city in focus, Kharkiv, Ukraine's second largest city. It has also faced massive aerial bombardment over the last few days. Residential areas there, too, hit by massive missile attacks. But the city has put up fierce resistance to the Russian advance. The only substantial gains that Moscow has made are in the south of the country. Russia took control of the city of Kherson, the first city to fall in Ukraine. Controlling Kherson also means Russia will control a crucial water source. Strategically located on the Dnipro River, Moscow could use Kherson as a vital base. It will also allow Russia to restore water supplies to Crimea. Several other cities are also battling Russian assaults. 2 ceasefires in the city of Mariupol broke down after both sides accused each other of breaching them. The southeastern port city remains under Ukrainian control, but it has been encircled by Russian forces. And if they take the city of Mariupol, it would help the Russians create a key land bridge linking Crimea to the rebel-held areas of Donetsk and Luhansk in the east. So with that 40-mile-long convoy of Russian troops on the outskirts of Kyiv, Ukrainians are seeking to outmaneuver the enemy in a bid to gain valuable tactical advantage. And they're doing it by dismantling the last road that connects Kyiv with the outside world.
This road into Kyiv is heavily guarded by the Ukrainian troops. It is the last metalled road that connects the Ukrainian capital with the outside world. But explosives have been laid out to blow up the road at a moment's notice, in case the Russians decide to send their ground army into the city. The Ukrainians have destroyed all other roads on the western flank of Kyiv in a desperate bid to slow down the Russian tanks.
We are at the front line, and every one of us who comes here to work understands that this may be their last time.
Gana Galnichenko is a 64-year-old pensioner who is distraught because her children are missing since the war began. She fears the worst, but is still holding on to hope. It is possible, she says, that her children may have joined the resistance.
No one knows where the bombings can hit. My son should take my granddaughter away. I don't know where. What is going to happen next? I don't know. How can they torture us like that?
The Ukrainian capital's boundaries are shrinking. Its streets are growing more dangerous and deserted by the day. Another Russian push on the east bank of Kyiv's Dnieper River brought the invading army to just 30 miles from Kyiv. But the Western Front offers the Russians a more direct route to the heart of Kyiv and its prized government district. Many of the city's residents are preparing for guerrilla warfare, unless there is a miracle of a diplomatic solution. Battle for Kyiv is just beginning. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.